Alright, Shalom. Once again, want to give all praises unto Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, agreement, soon as surely do well. Salutation to the Akim that push this without the sincerity and in truth. Brother Lamar once again from German Shindar want to do another video. Hope will edifying. Right? Do another video through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash. Right? Because I just ended with a precept inside of Isaiah 62. Right, so I'm gonna start with a precept here again in this next video, right? Because I have no other precepts, right, written down or in mind. So through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, hope it edifying towards the hope for the elect, right? Just want to add, this is 2018, the year prophecy, right? And we are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, according to history, all right? And we are the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob throughout the confusion of faces show the four corners of the earth, not affiliated with any black identity extremist groups, or we are not the black heathen Israelites, right? So the precept I want to start with is Isaiah 62 verse 11. It says, Behold, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, hath proclaimed unto the end of the world. Say ye to the daughter of Zion, Behold, thy salvation cometh. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. Right? So the scriptures say, proclaim, right? Unto the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, Behold, thy salvation cometh. Right? So salvation is of the Jews, according to the scripture. Alright? The children of Israel are Zion, right? Which means they are the monument of the Most High. Right? These other nations, right, don't have salvation. These other nations are going into captivity. Right? And basically whole of last week we pushing this, and this week we push it. Yes, the Most High is a racist. Right? The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai only cares about the children of Israel. Right? Not the Ashkenazi Jews or the Israeli people there in the land right about. No. But the Lord cares about the Negroes, the Latinos, and natives, the 1/3. Alright? I'll read verse 8. The Lord hath sworn by his right hand, and by the arm of his strength, surely I will no more give thy corn to be meat for thine enemies, and the sons of the stranger shall not drink thy wine, for the which thou hast labored. Right? So these people from the other nations, right, the Most High will actually reverse the curses that he has set upon us. Alright? Because we as the people of the children of Israel, we went into captivity for our iniquity, right? And the Most High had put certain curses underneath us, right? This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 33. It says, The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed. Right? So it says a next nation, meaning what? A next people. Our enemies are not the spiritual entity Satan. Yes, he's our adversary to righteousness, what we striving for, right? But he is the left hand of the Most High. Every counsel Satan is there, right? Because why? Spiritual Satan, right, is also a son of the Most High. So Job chapter 1 and verse 6, right? It says, Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them. Because why? Satan is one of the sons of the Most High, right? Was created from in the beginning. The angels were one of the first things created, and are known as the sons of the Most High. Alright? When you go into Job 38, okay, when you look up the stars of heaven, in Job 38, right, it goes back to a word which means princes, right? And the Most High being a king, right? It says when all the sons of the Most High sang together. Wasn't Satan there in the beginning? Wasn't Satan an angel or one of the princes of the Most High? Alright? But yeah, it's just to show that these other nations, right, are our enemies, right? Right? It says the fruit of the land of thy land and all thy labor shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed alway. Alright? And just to back up the point, this is the book of Nehemiah chapter 5 and verse 9. Or is it 9 and 5? Right? Amos chapter 5 and verse 9. It says, also I said it is not good that he do. Ought he not to walk in the fear of our power, because of the reproach of the heathen, our enemies? Right? Heathen just goes back to the pagan nations. Right? These nations basically have us into captivity. We are prey. Right? Going back to Lazarus and the rich man, the dogs that licked our sores. Right? This is Ezekiel 36. 36 verse 1. Right? See, I lack in space, so I'll try as best to make the video quick. It says Ezekiel 36 and verse 1. It says, also thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus said the Lord power, because the enemy hath said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession, right? Which our main enemy is the Edomites, known as the so-called white man. Therefore prophesy and say, thus said the Lord power, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that he might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are an infamy of the people. Alright, and to back again that the heathen is our enemies. This is Psalms 83 and verse 1. Right? A psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That is why the children of Israel need salvation, and these other nations don't need salvation. Right? We are the apple of the Lord's eye. Right? Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. Right? They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot, Selah. Alright, so all these nations, these are just some of the nations, right, that are our enemies. Alright, so salvation is not for these people, because they come up against the children of the Most High. Alright, Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 14. Right? It says, why it is this thing doing this? It says, so the angel, right, Zechariah 1 and verse 14 and 15. It says, so the angel that communed with me said unto me, cry thou, saying, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they held forward the affliction. So these nations held forward the affliction of the children of the Most High, right? So they don't need salvation. Stop making these heathens, these people of the other nations, right, by seed, right, not by confusion of faces. That why Yahushua said, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Is the spirit. Is the spirit of these people. We are the salt of the earth. You know, Israelite by the spirit, by the characteristics, alright, by the essence. Alright. Zechariah 2 and verse 8. It says, for thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, that toucheth the apple of his eye. Right? So, it's Zion. Right? That is why verse 7 said, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. The daughter of Babylon are Edomites. Right? Because they follow after the ways, the customs, the confusion of the Babylonians. Alright? So these are nations, they don't salvation isn't for them. Jump high, jump low, salvation isn't for them, right? Revelation chapter 2 verse 9, it says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Alright, so these are the nations, right, going into captivity underneath the hands of the children of Israel, right? And this will be the last precept that I bring in here, right? Just to show that the Most High using the children of Israel to take down these other nations. Alright. Jeremiah 51 verse it's supposed to be verse 19 though. Right? Jeremiah 51 verse 19 and 20 on down, it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh host is his name. So Israel is the rod of the Most High inheritance, right? These other nations does not belong to him. He does not want them to be his. He take Israel for himself. He only take a portion for himself, right? These other nations are to serve Israel. Verse 20, it says, thou art my battle axe and my weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations where racism, separation, right? What's the next word? Partial, right? And with thee will I destroy kingdoms, right? All these other nations are kings, henceforth the king, domain, kingdom, right? It says, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces a young man and a maid, right? So yeah, I'll jump to verse 24, and I will render unto Babylon and unto all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said Yahweh, right? So yeah, the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshai doesn't cater for these other nations. Salvation is a proclaim it throughout all the world, right? It means go and tell these other nations, right, that salvation is for Israel. And that is what the men of Great Millstone doing, right? The video that I did before was the men of Great Millstone prophesying. We are the only, our doctrine is the doctrine of prophecy. And here we are prophesying again, proclaiming, always prophesying, proclaiming that salvation is for the children of Israel, the Negroes, the Latinos, and natives, right, unto Zion. And with that, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Basham Haraka Kodash, double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone that surely do real salutation to the Akim that push this without insincerity and truth. But Alamar once again saying shalom to the hopeful elect.